Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Make It Right as we go back to Dragon's Dogma. I love Dragon's Dogma, and it's super quiet for some reason. Let me fix that. Uh, Put it about there. That should be good. Still a little quiet, but solid, right? I'm hitting save changes. Why is it backspace? I love Dragon's Dogma. This is a game that Make It Right is probably not the right term for this because I love this game, but with the announcement of Dragon's Dogma 2, it's like, hey, let's just dip in real quick and just make a quick video. So we're gonna do like a weird, we're gonna call it Make It Right, but it's basically like a new first impressions. I'm gonna make a brand new character and give up my old game. Yeah, that's fine. And we're just gonna run through it again. Because, hey, at the end of the day, this is a game that I think most people have heard of but never seen. And I just want to highlight a little moment of time here with this game. I don't want to spoil too much for people, but just, hey, if you have not played it, this is why you should check out Dragon's Dogma. And it's still so quiet after I've already, alright. I've already turned it up and everything. Let's raise those options again. So I don't know why that backspace, but, hey, let's go. It's on the SSD now. That's kind of a long load. Alright. I think it's shift to run. Yeah. I'm on fire. Oh, this game is so interesting in the way that it works. Alright, we are no longer on fire. We made it to the water. I think there's a dodge roll. It's been a very long time since I have played this game. Markings. Ons, of course. Thank you. Glad to have you.
Our kind is ever ready to fight by the great
There's so much. Go. There's so much about this game that is amazing and wonderful, and part of that's the combat. I think the combat's really solid. The skills and the way those all tie in. There's a way to block too. I think it's this. Yeah. Block with my shield. Right. It's all very good. I don't remember what the roll button is, which would be nice to know. But the way this game works together with all the systems, with how cool the magic is, how cool the exploration is, how cool the combat is, and the pawn system, it's all super unique in a way that you just kind of don't see in a lot of games. And I'm really excited to be able to not just show it off, but for Dragon's Dogma 2 to be coming out. After this video, I'm going to install a bunch of mods. Dash, yeah. And just really see what I can get going here. But this is a game that I think, hey, I know I often say not every game is for every person, but this is a game that I think everybody should at least try because it's really weird. It's really cool, really weird, and just kind of special, Thank you. Ooh. I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going here. I think it's this way. And then down here, right? Down here is where we got to fight the thing. Yeah. It's a pretty good tutorial, I think. It's solid. It shows you how the pawn system works. Shows you how you can have a backup healer. I don't think it does a great job of letting you know that there's a bunch of different classes to play with, but eventually you get there, you know? Another one? Where? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Oh, there's another. Yep. I think we have... Yeah, we don't have any other weapons yet to be able to roll around with. I'd like to have a bow to back me up, but... Okay. More snow harpies? Thank you. Got it. Excuse me, gentlemen. We're fighting snow harpies over here. Yeah, I don't have a bow to be able to hit that harpy. Wow, this one was still alive. I didn't realize that. Get up. Tried to grab it, but they killed it in the process. We haven't even got to show off the grappling yet. And again, for anybody who's like, well, you know, you're not really showing off any of the new systems. I don't want to spoil too much for people because, again, it's one of those games that I think everybody should check out. It's such a weird, cool game. You'll see why right here. This fight with this Chimera is so cool. Oh. I got out of stamina. I tried to be too fancy. Yep. I tried to get too fancy and now I'm asleep. Cute. Alright, let's get our stamina back. And then we're gonna jump this thing. Ooh, I missed. Ooh, got it. And it's back. For a heavy attack. Climb back up again. It's just so cool. There's 3 of us on it right now, and we're just trashing it this way. You get tired of that poison attack? Take out the back head. Now it can't use the poison attack anymore. It's so cool. And this game is old, but it doesn't matter. It just really benefits from the way they made this climbing system to let you just hindsight slash. Now the goat's been silenced too. Just again, this game's so cool. Ooh. Trying to jump on and make it where it couldn't use its claws against me. Get on its face. Just like that. Oh, quits. Oh. That could definitely use some healing right now. Ow. Blocking. On me, Chimera. We'll all hold it then. It's almost down. Get on its face. Oh, it threw me. Oh. Take that healing. Thank you. It's just really epic, you know? Like, in a way that a lot of games can't actually say they're epic, you know? People say, oh, that's really epic. But here you got the party climbing on top of this Chimera while we slowly chip it down, taking out little bits of its moveset by winning over the battle. Literally cutting off the head of the snake, smashing the head of the goat. We almost have it. I just lost my endurance. I can't hold on anymore. Yeah! It's such a weird, cool game. And that's mostly what I want to show off here, is just, this game is nonsense. In the best possible way. The Eternal Ring. And that's the tutorial. That's, hey, here you go. You beat the tutorial. You learned how to play the game. Now, it's time to be you. It's time to start your journey, now that you know what you're doing. To really step off into the abyss. Because that's what this game is. It's, what do you want this game to be? That's what Dragon's Dogma is. It's, you explore and you journey out into this mystical world full of danger everywhere, with insane systems and weird intrigue and dragons. And it's just, hey, yeah, go for it. Figure it out as you go. You pick a class, you get your class bonuses for leveling up. That means that depending on how long you're in any one class, your character's going to be different from everybody else's. And you just go. You just work through it in a way that I think most games don't really have, right? Most games are a lot more structured. And does Dogma suffer from that lack of structure a little bit? Sure. A new player that's never played this game before is probably going to go, what do I do, though? And Dogma doesn't really benefit a lot from that, I would say, for new players. But if you're willing to just engage with the world, Dragon's Dogma is the exploration game. In much the way that, like, Elden Ring has taken over for, like, open world games for me, of, this is what I want. I want something different to be everywhere I go, basically. Even if it's the same mob, it's just a different gathering of mobs. Dogma is even more of that. It's, hey, in this zone, these creatures live. And there are going to be a bunch of them, but they live here. And you defeat them this way. And in that zone, a bunch of creatures live. And because of the pawn system, you can get hints or how to beat them, or the pawns can be wrong because the player that made the pawn, you know, is a little bit more greedy and runs for treasure, or uses the wrong thing to kill them all the time, and that's what the pawns learned. And it's such a cool system. I want to make a character, and then we'll get to going here. Let's call him Trey. Let's call him Tracef. And his moniker, is that good? Tracef? Yeah, okay. His moniker will be, do they have a Trey here? Let's see. Probably not. Not a very common name. I don't remember off the top of my head. How do I scroll down? Okay. Some good ones, but... Alright, we're going Tyrant. Why not? And then we have options for builds. Want to be a big tough guy? Want to be a really big guy? I'm kind of digging the old man build. Not gonna lie. Although the ginormous guy might be fun too, jumping on tiny monsters. Let's go with the old guy. Do it. Let's hear it. Something about an old man that's just like, yeah, let's do it. And yeah, this is good. Yes, I'm ready to play. We'll be Tracif the old man, the tyrant, the retired tyrant. And again, it's not the game with the best character creator. It's not the game with the most options there. It's just what it brings to the table is so unique compared to every other RPG out there. I kind of don't want to spoil this part, so I think I'm actually going to cut to after this intro when we're in the world, because I think this intro is really solid. So we're just going to meet you after the intro is done. So after you finish the intro, you get to pick your class. And it's not a ton of options right away, right? Mage, fighter, strider. You're able to change class later on anyway, once you get to Grand Soren. And you can do a bunch of different cool stuff there. I normally go strider just because I like having the bow as a secondary weapon. The bow is really helpful for flying enemies, but mage is also really solid for that as well. But we're going to go strider here just because, again, the bow is so useful. Weapon. Yep. So we draw our weapon with X, and then I believe to switch weapons, it'll probably tell us anyway, but I believe, because for anybody who's like, you love this game, what do you mean you don't know what's going on? And again, I'm skipping the content here so that we don't spoil this for people. It's been many years since I played this game. Like not to just say that I forget things. We all know how forgetful I am. But it has been many, many years since I've played Dragon's Dogma. Gather up all the stuff here. And I don't remember how to switch weapons. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Festival pie. Thank you. I will take that. Out into the world. Here we go. Cassardis. While that's true, I'm not staying here. I'm sorry. I'm going to Grand Soren. That's where the game, in my mind, really opens up. That's when you get access to the pawn system and change your classes. Excuse me, people. I'll be leaving soon. Now, it is important to mention there are quests in this game. Oh, no, we get our pawn right away. That's right. There are quests in this game that you can only do when you first get to an area, and then they're gone. One of them is in this area, but I don't super care. So, for the sake of this video,
Of the pawn league.
you're so quiet, Adaro.
From some unknown place, just appear without a warning. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will, the spark, what drives us. They have no capacity to feel nor act.
Self-forged.
So they live.
Myrmidons.
Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment. I'd wager. Why don't you take him before?
All right. So yeah, that's where we get our pawn. Grand Soren's where we get the rest of the equipment to be able to change classes. So, we're going to take this pawn with us, this rook. Nah, we don't need supplies. We're strong! Actually, we're probably going to immediately die, but again, I kind of just want to show what this game is. Thanks, rook. Alright, we should pull up the controls real quick, though. Options, controls, keyboard. Forward. Jump, heavy attack, primary skill set, grab, climb, draw, sheath, dash. Toggle walk run, open inventory. Toggle bow mode is Q. So there is no dodge roll. I was imagining that in my head. That's something that probably should be in the game, but you know, it's fine. Can we turn subtitles on? Those are on. They're already on and just weren't playing. Alright, that's fine. We should probably save that guy.
Peddler is outmatched. Shall we lend a hand?
Left alt to aim, press F to loosen arrow. Q, bow mode.
The choice is yours.
Trying to bring up my bow though. Q. Alright, look, we're gonna save this guy's life and then we're gonna figure out how to use the bow. I used to play this on controller, and I think that might be part of my confusion, but also like I want people to know what they're getting into. This game is archaic in some ways, right? Goblins hate fire, good to know. We leveled up too. Gaining levels or obtaining better equipment. Reynard?
I'm called Reynard, but thanks to you.
Sure. Alright, so bow mode, it says Q. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, that's how we do it. And then we can fire. Alright. Perfect. Obviously, there are other classes too that give you different options for gear. So you can get different stuff. And then we should probably equip new stuff here. Daggers, bow. Alright. Oh, we just got a new deal from a leather cape. That was it. All right, there we go.
That didn't air much longer.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Should the enemy prove too powerful, there is no shame in fleeing.
So again, there's a lot of stuff to explore here. I'm trying to remember how to pull up the map. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to explore here, but I kind of just want to get to Grand Soren, which is... No, I didn't want to do that. Which is... Can't drag the map. We have to mainly do it, which is up here. Because that's where things really open up class-wise and everything. But you can always come back and you can explore as much as you want. This game is really accommodating for however you want to play. Alright, overcompensated with stamina. So we're probably going to go ahead and cut ahead to Grand Soren as well. Because again, I don't want to spoil too much of the early game for people. I want people to be able to experience this game for themselves. But let's go ahead and go to the stone first. Which is back here. And then we'll cut to Grand Soren. For the final part of this video. I can hear your voice. The Pawn Legion.
This rift, it opens to the Arisen. If you would claim to be among the Arisen, very
Sure.
well. If you are an Arisen in truth, the Arisen must possess the valence and tireless spirit of self-improvement runs the...
Search the area. Okay.
A riftstone. A strange power emanates from within.
Ought to say so?
I'm just searching the area for something.
Have all you need? We are an end.
Oh, that's right. This is the end. And you can learn or set skills here, where you can spend your XP basically to be able to learn different abilities, all of which are really cool.
Come again soon.
There are a couple that are not as useful, but most of them are really, really good.
Alas, you have yet, you would prove yourself the Arisen.
I cannot tell you how many hours I have in this game, and most of them are much later in this game than this. I think I've done this intro like twice over the years.
Seems the soldiers make their beds there.
Supposed to be searching the area for something. Yeah, won't talk to us. Some will though. All right. Yep. Sure they are. Ladder, maybe? So tempted to slide right now. Live on the free and dream. This is it. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
There may be prowling monsters.
All right. Here we go. That's a big beastie with a very obvious weak point. This is why I like having a bow. Missed. Those shots to the face are doing some good damage, though. We could also climb up his face and stab him in the eye. Might be more effective, honestly, than this because of how much he moves. But I hope if I could actually take the shot. Yeah, he felt that one. All right, here we go. We're going up. Oh, I fell. Here we go. Got it. You can sling yourself up like that, which is really cool. You gotta, right. Oh, trying to get on the eye. Definitely trying to get on the eye game. Cut. Trying to climb over to, oh, oh. Directions get a little weird when you're on their heads. Here we go. There we go. We could have grabbed its leg and knocked it down and then gone for the eye, but that worked as well. And again, so many different ways you can tackle this. You can go as a warrior and just blitz in. You can go as a mage. You can go fire or ice. So many different ways to tackle it. This game's just really cool.
Let us return to the encampment.
Drop any good stuff? It did. Shaping eyes. Even though it only had one eye. Still dropped 2 somehow. I didn't actually take any damage. But we'll go back to the Rift, and then after that we'll cut to Grand Soren.
Set out from here and we'll be on the path to Grand Soren.
Bit later.
With that, your trial is complete.
Heck yeah.
The arisen in truth, proven beyond any doubt. Now, I bid they shall serve you, and you alone.
Except you can also loan them to your friends. So, they don't just serve you and you alone. Now you make your pawn. And I always try to make my pawn a mage if I'm not running mage. Just because it's really helpful to have that backup. We'll name this... let's go... Actually, let's make her a warrior. Let's really just mix it up. We'll make her a warrior. Let's call her... Brunhilde. And her moniker will be... Balrog's not bad. Maru, not bad. Booker, dig it. Bosch. Anko, that's pretty good. Buster's pretty solid. Let's go with Buster. We want her to be stout. We want her to be able to fight. Yeah. Go with this Casca girl. Casca like. Let's go with that. Firm. Continue. Alright. This will shape the pawn's inclination. What trait would you most value in a follower? An iron will. While in battle, what strategy would you prefer your follower employ? Rescue comrades in danger. Follower rescues your party and turns the tide of the entire battle. You have them say. Let's do leave them to me. As a ruler, which gift would please you the most? Magic potion, a brave and just hero to succeed me. And then, yeah, we want her to be a fighter. If she fights half as well as Casca, then we're set. This would be great. And so, you know, if any of you are watching this and you're like, man, I want Casca in my world, you can just get Buster to come help you. An old man, a young mage, and Casca.
From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
He looks like a really old Mike Hagger, but instead he's using daggers and a bow. He's Mike Dagger! Alright. I'm pretty happy with this. It's Mike Dagger here. I will see you all and Mike Dagger in Grand Soren. And we're at Grand Soren after an incredibly slow escort quest that I forgot about. But good news is now we can get into the really cool stuff and open up the game. So right away we can change vocations if we want to. We can do this, but we want to rank all the way up in vocations so we have more options. We can also change Brunhilde's if we want to. But we don't, but instead we can learn skills we didn't have access to before, like Triad Shot, Full Bend, Cloudburst Volley, which is very good and is the one we're going to be getting. And then also core skills that are passives. Broad Range Flurry, Roundelay, Kick Loose, require less time to knock the next arrow. We'll probably get for sure. Clamber up cliffs and other terrain more quickly. There's a limit of your stamina. All these obviously very good things to get. And of course in our individuals here for daggers. Fighting Wind, dashes forward, toss and trigger. It says the target aloft, additional button presses throw and detonate a store of powder, which is very cool. Helm Splitter. Obviously it's a Helm Splitter. And then Ensnare, very cool. If we press O, we can see a different follow-up there, a different explanation. We're going to go ahead and get Cloudburst Volley. And then we're going to get Quick Loose. And we're going to get Endurance. And I think we're going to go ahead and get Dexterity. And basically means we spent all our discipline on bow stuff. Didn't get anything for daggers, but it will make us stronger over time. And then, so she's got a more powerful version of Blink Strike called Burst Strike that we can get for her. Got a more powerful version of Shields for Shield Drum, Shield Summons, which is very great. We want to get her Deflect. It's expensive, but it would be very good. We also need to get her better gear. Extends the limit of your health. We're going to get her Deflect because that could save her life. And then we're going to go ahead and get her Vigilance for extra health. And we'll have to wait and get her more other skills. But I also have, and we can change our enabled skills. I also have picked up some, put Vigilance on there. I've picked up some extra pawns. One of which is from a friend of mine, which is super cool. Alright, we have shield summons on there. And Trek's already on there. Assume block is just something she has now at all times. Us, we don't have a second dagger skill yet. We do have a second bow skill. We have the augments, endurance, dexterity. So,
What will it be today?
go. Also set skills to double check. She doesn't have any other options there. Just shield summons.
What will it be today? Have your pick.
All right. Then we can also, we can go and
Where is this guild for pawns?
get.
Let's make for the pawn guild. It is on the west side of Grand
That was the wrong button.
Seems the west.
These days,
Buy new
weapons
gear.
made, the masterworks all.
Masterworks, all of course. I want a bow. Daggers would be nice, but I really want a new bow, and they're expensive, but it's a huge uptick in damage. We can get that new bow. Flip our new bow. And then I also want to get her a new sword. Or maybe a new shield instead, but we might have to get that from the armor place. No, there we go. We're gonna go for the iron shield. And it's most of our money. As you can see, gear is expensive in this game. So when you can find it in the world, that's great. Saves you a lot of trouble. But you can also you get a lot of money back from quests too. And you can sell stuff. Like these beast scrags or the Mithridate. Or these sour scrags. We get 300 more gold right there. I think we're probably just going to go ahead and sell most of this stuff. We'll keep the health herbs. But stuff adds up. Of course, we want to keep some of this stuff like the lantern, which we're going to need. And we can sell our old, we can sell this stuff too, unless we want to craft with it. But honestly, right now, probably better to sell it. Shackle's kind of worthless, but where is the armor? It's over. No, that's consumable items. I hit the wrong button again.
You're an arisen then, sir. Only fight.
Does he sell the armor too, actually? Yeah, he does. Okay. I don't really need to get too... I just want to get something nice here, so we'll probably wind up having to sell some of that stuff. We also could enhance with just some gold. We can make this better. By a good amount, honestly, too. But then further enhancements are going to take specific items, which we don't have right now. But, all right, let's sell off some of the monster parts. These rugged bones. One of those and two of these eyes. We can always go get more of those. These. Honestly, we're going to go ahead and sell these two just because I don't really want to have to worry about their weight right now. We can always go get more. Gives us 9k back. We really shouldn't sell the gear if we can help it, because you can make better gear with stuff. But just some basic armor. It doesn't even need to be good. Just a riveted coat is a pretty big increase in our defense. Simple vest isn't bad either and gives lightning resistance. We get really expensive, we can, but we can't equip that right now. So, bronze Laura coat gives a bunch more defense, but it's also heavier. Yeah, we're poor right now, so let's go for riveted coats. Let's get a riveted coat for me and a riveted coat for Brunhilde. do wish the menus. Hopefully Dogma 2 fixes some of the menuing. Like if we go to Brynhilda, we get her anything better? Oh, the wrist strap's not too bad. Is that better or worse than the... It's expensive, though. Okay, we're going to get her the assembled vest instead of the riveted coat, because she is our tank. And then if we could get sword for her, maybe a cheap dagger for me. I think that'll wrap us up. I don't even know what our other pawns are equipped with. One of them is a good friend of mine's. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. That is much higher level, and I don't think we have to worry about equipping at all. Let's see. Yeah, Chelsea, we don't need to worry about equipping Chelsea at all. And then Shasta seems to be kitted out pretty well, so let's get me a dagger. Throat cutters? Seems good. And then we'll go run out and do a little bit of exploring, and then we'll call this video, because I mainly just wanted to show people how cool this game is and all the weird intricacies. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. Intricacies. All right. Now we're a little stronger. We can go to the Pawn Guild.
State your business. All right.
The Pawn Guild.
Seems this is where the merchants live. It's quite open.
Chelsea?
So this is the Pawn Guild.
Welcome, Arisen.
Yeah.
This pawn is called Barnaby. The guild
Very
serves
cool.
as a place of rest. The Everfall lies beneath Grants, but for now, let us
Yeah, we're level 10 now.
Necessity demands here at the Pawn Guild.
All right. I think he'll give us another quest, too, if we talk to him.
It grieves me to burden you. I would beg your assistance. You have my...
What do you got going on, Barnaby? I like how it shows your pawns in cutscenes, too. With, like, the gear that you've given them. It's little nice touches, you know?
Beyond lies the Everfall. An ancient... We
Yeah?
pawns have long served, but since the dragon's coming, if it be some omen, I ask that you seek out the call. The Everfall is a place unique unto it, which is why I ask...
Queer feeling.
If memory serves, the Everfall is, like, much higher level than we are right now.
The Everfall is known to all. Fewer still. Perhaps they feel...
Yeah, we're going to come back to the Everfall another time. What do you think, Chelsea?
Flame and holy magics are effective against the monsters of the Everfall.
Thanks. It's really handy to know. Appreciate that. We'll come back for that. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I forgot about that. You can sit in the knowledge chair to...
Flame and
No,
holy
that's not. I
magics
was
are
trying to sit in the chair.
effective
Thanks,
against the
Chelsea.
monsters of the Everfall.
And sit in the chair. All right. Let's talk, Brynhilda.
I work to keep my fellow pawns safe in battle.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Aiding my fellow pawns will be my first. Should I have the chance to aid you in times of need, how would you have me voice it?
Confident.
If it pleases you.
You're a strong woman. You can take care of everything when it comes to tanking, along with Shasta, and then Chelsea and I'll kill him from the back. Be confident. You're strong. I'm an old man. I'm Mike Dagger. I'm just doing my best to get around in the world. So fast travel's not really a thing in Dragon's Dogma, and I can see where that might be a problem for a lot of people, but let's save and then go explore in the world real quick before we call this. Do all the and dream. If you've never heard the original intro to this game, oh man, it's beautiful. It's a whole bunch more quests we can do in there,
The mining
but
weather year-round makes Grancis well suited for human life.
well, that's good. Kind of just want to go, you know.
Traveling peddlers, guardsmen, and
If memory serves, there are bandits over here. Want to try out my new bow skills on them.
With Grand Soren as a base, we ought to be able to travel even further.
I think they're right over here. Yeah, I'm almost positive that's a bandit.
With
Yep.
Grand Soren as a base, we ought to be able to travel even further.
Mess that up.
They're armed, Master.
I think that one's firing. Oh, they're right here.
After a grand strike. Now arisen, ending the attack.
Ha 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 ha!
Wait for an opening.
Where are the rest? They'll be here somewhere. Aha!
I'll take them.
Got our new daggers too. Although they're buffed right now by Chelsea. Oh, did you see that jump he just did? There we go. Oh, that arrow did a lot of damage. Heck yeah. Alright, let's go, Bo. Get behind our shields. You can't dodge those. Oh, alright, Brunhilde, I'm coming. There we go. Missed. There's definitely still one firing somewhere. Thanks, Chelsea. Maybe up here? Also, like, time passes as we go here. So it is steadily becoming closer to night. How do we get up here? Oh, there he is. Alright. Bandit solved. Anything in these ruins that's worth finding? This is the core of the combat, though. You balance around this. You level up, you get new skills, you get to do cool new stuff, and eventually you level your vocation up enough that you get to mix it with another one. I want to do another video later on after I've had some time to just continue this playthrough where I can show the combination of the two. But being able to mess with your class and make it like what you want it to be, like, hey, I want to be an archer, I want to be an arcane archer, basically. You can do that, you know? It's just really cool the way that this game allows you to customize. You want to be an Eldritch Knight, you can be an Eldritch Knight, you know? If you just want to go daggers, you don't really want to mess with a bow at all, you can straight down into daggers into like assassin style.
What's this? When venturing into new territory, best you went by daylight.
Yeah, it's about to get dark, so we'll kill a couple more mobs out here, exploring a little bit, and then we'll probably go ahead and call it. So I really just wanted to give people the basis on, like, hey, what is this game? And it's an incredible game that's so different from everything else on the market. I sure will, Shasta. I really wanted to go with a berserk party here, and I think I succeeded in that, except for my old man character, who is definitely not Guts. Mike Dagger. Nice, Brunhilde. There's a chest over here. What do you get here? Coin pouch? Nice. Another chest? I didn't bring a pickaxe, so we can't mine that, but that would have been nice. Mining's a really good way to get money, too. Throw blast. Okay. Well, we should probably go back to Grand Soren before it's too dark. But again, my main goal was just to show how cool this game is. Monsters have more health and damage at night, I believe. Keep that in mind. It may just be specific types of monsters, though. I know there are definitely some monsters that are more dangerous at night. But yeah, this game is mostly just, hey, go. You can do quests, you can level up, you can focus on just gathering stuff and getting the best materials, or you can just go and explore. Just find cool stuff, which is my favorite thing about this game. Oh, yep. Here's a night-only monster, I believe. Scarlet Kiss is in there. There we go.
That's goblin I smell, Master. Keep close watch around us.
We already dealt with the goblins, but there's definitely something else right here. And you can turn down the in-battle dialogue if that's something that bothers you. I know it definitely bothers some people. That was a big complaint from some people when the game first came out, but I think that it's pretty solid. Let me know your thoughts on what you've seen so far, and if you played this game before, tell people how great it is in the comment section down below. But until next time, I've been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Dragon's Dogma has to offer.
Are you all right, Master?